So many people have asked me, why am I doing this documentary?
Singapore needs more babies.
Many working mothers depend on formal childcare arrangements.
A $2 billion package of measures to boost Singapore's low fertility rate.
You see, when I was in university, they told us not to mention that we were going to get married or pregnant at an interview. At that point of time, I didn't quite understand why. The thing is, from the moment you enter your formal education, everyone is preparing you for a career. No one mentions motherhood.
No, not at all.
Not really much, but I think we've seen through friends, and because my family's pretty open, we saw the transition when my mom was pregnant.
Not really, not preparing. But yes, you have a lot of friends and cousins going through motherhood.
When I was studying, no. Actually, no one has ever told me about that. So I think they just want me to find out for myself.
Fast forward a decade and you're married and your career's on the rise and you're stunted with that dilemma of wanting to be a good mother and wanting a fulfilling career. While baby bonuses are great, finances are not the only issue that modern mothers have to contend with. In this Modern Mom series, we speak to different groups of mothers who have adopted different lifestyle choices according to the roles that they wish to play and the struggles that they face in their attempt to be intentional in their parenting while juggling their workplace commitments. Now, this whole discussion sparked off because of one Skype call. So in her final year thesis in Masters of Policy Studies, my sister interviewed me and my husband about potential parenthood and the factors that influence how ready we were to become parents. Here's my sister Alice to tell you more.
So I was interested in a topic on low fertility in Singapore and why fertility remains so low despite all the pro-natalist measures. It examined whether at the micro level, which is the household, whether husbands were doing enough to help out at home, which influences the wife's childbearing decision. If I want to have more kids, my husband will support in the housework. I wanted to examine it at the macro level as well. What are the social structures to support both parents to work and to actually spend time with their family and care for their family. So what I found is, in Singapore, at least for the small sample group, is indicative that husbands now do help out in the housework and they're more involved at home. So that wasn't so much of an issue. The main issue is that all respondents mentioned that the cost of raising a child is one of it, but additionally it's also the time. They want to spend time with their children, they want parenting to be intentional, they want it to be intensive, they want to build a strong foundation for their children.
So this thesis sparked the curiosity in me and I wanted to find out how the new generation of moms were making it work with their different lifestyle choices and the thought processes behind it all. This is the Modern Mom series.
Just look there, I look at you. Supposed to look at you, right? Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm 29 this year. I'm a full-time working mom as a merchandiser with Love Bonito. Nobody has really told me what motherhood will be like, and I guess nobody can really tell you how it will be because it's different for every child. But I guess it's a process that both you and your husband, or me and my husband, have to go through to really learn and understand what it is about. I wouldn't say it's easy, it's tiring, it can get really tough, but I guess at the end of the day, if you see that your child is growing well, I will be quite happy. Typically, my day will start out as I'll have to wake up around 7 to kind of like pack all my daughter's school bag and everything before she wakes up. Then I will wake her up and I will just have about an hour to get her ready and to get her to school. So usually now, because she just started school, so the journey to school can be quite difficult because she tends to cry even before we reach school. So then I'll have to carry her out all the way to the school, before letting the teachers take over. Yeah. Then after I drop her there with my heavy heart, I'll just drive to work and I'll start my day as merchandiser with my daily duties at work, running to meetings and brainstorming sessions. So once it's about time when I knock off, I would rush off work and then I would go and pick her up at her school. Yeah, and then prepare her dinner and then shower her and then put her to sleep. I think an ideal situation will be if the working hours weren't so long, I have more flexibility in being there for her when she learns something new or when she discovers something new. I have friends who are stay-at-home moms, but they build their own career through either like online, their own online store or their own blog. So they have like sufficient time with their children and yet having to do something that they really like. I guess because there are risks involved in like completely stopping my current career and trying to go for something that I do not know whether it will or will not work. So probably because of the uncertainty, that's why I didn't move on to that. But if I would have done it again, I would probably have built something before that so that when she came along, it would be a smoother transition. Yeah. Many a times I would, these thoughts are always at the back of my mind whether I should be a full-time mom at home to really be there for her during these first few years of her development. So it's always been in the back of my mind, but I haven't really like taken the courage to stop working. Yeah, but I have friends who gave up their careers just to be home with their kids, and I really admire them for that. When half of your heart is yet to come home. I've taken that time to kind of given myself a period of time to see whether am I suited to be a full-time mom at home. So I tried to live a day of how a full-time mom would be like, from starting from the morning all the way to afternoon to night, and it can get really tiring. So I felt that maybe I wasn't suitable to be like a 24/7 mom, and I wanted like time on my own where I can do something that I like. So it's juggling between like personal fulfillment and a family, but I guess something has to not, as in like I cannot spread my attention fully on both things, so something got to lose. So probably it's the quality time that I lose with my daughter, given that she's away most of the time. Yeah. It's a matter of time till our compass stands still. Till our compass stands still.
Hi, I'm Jifang. I'm 31 this year. I'm a system analyst. Part of my job is doing project management for a software system, and I have a baby girl that is 6 months old. I work 5 days a week, and once a month on a Saturday, I have to work. So on a typical Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, my mom will be taking care for the baby. And then Thursday, Friday will be my mother-in-law. And then we alternate. Wednesday will be taken care by either of the grandma. So on weekend, we will have her all by ourselves. So everywhere we go, we just bring her around. Yeah, spend time with her. Yep, that's a typical week. For a typical working day, I will wake up at about close to 6 and I will do my expressing. Then by 7, the baby will probably be awake by then, and we will start feeding her. Then we get ready and off we go for work. Like maybe we'll leave home at about 7:30 to 7:45. The initial part when I first started back my work routine is staying awake at work. Because of the number of feeds that I need to do during the night for the baby. And now it's much better. She was able to sleep through the night. So the next thing is to nurse on time, because the schedule that I have probably will be packed with meetings and discussion, and I won't have time to nurse on time. So I get a lot of issue with blocked milk ducts and discomfortness. The company is quite good that they actually have a situated nursing room that there's enough sufficient cubicle for the mom to help themselves lah. And there are 2 rooms that is available, so depends on the demand. The challenging part is that everybody used to nurse at the same time, because the office hour is like 8:30 to 6. So the 6 hours routine is that everybody would usually go at 11 or 12, and then the 4 and 5 o'clock is the time that is the peak period lah. So you got to wait for the cubicle. I was thinking during the 4 months when I was taking care of her, I was quite homebound, because there's no opportunity for me to be out, to interact with people. And it just makes me feel like, you know, I'm in a very small world, and like, okay, and the world is only like the baby and me and no one else. So I guess going back to work, it allows me to open up more, one, and probably be a good mom, because I won't be so stressed over like caring for her. You know, some people, it's like when they see the kids, they will tear their hair down. It's like they'll probably be a better mom when they are a working mom. But some mom, very good moms staying at home. So I guess it's more of a choice that you choose to, and what kind of character you are to suit in the different roles that you play in. I guess there are times that you wish you would spend more time at home rather than work. So I actually applied for a work from home scheme, so that you have 2 days of my work day that I could stay home and work, and then still be around the baby, but that didn't work out. So the next challenge I had is to knock off on time and be work on time, because you have to chauffeur baby to my-in-law's place, and then you know, you might not know what morning mayhem that might happen, and then you got to be late for work. And knocking off on time is another thing. Meetings overrun, you probably won't be able to knock off on time, and then you got to work with your colleagues, say, oh, okay, can you try to schedule the meeting like earlier so that I can knock off on time and be able to fetch the baby home and spend more time with her. Yeah. So I guess the challenging part is being on time for work. I would still want to work. Ideal situation would be 50-50, but I'm not sure whether is it possible, because it's very hard. I find it now that it's very hard to manage, because maybe my baby is still young, that to really have to have time to work and have time to take care of her, because caring for her is like a whole day thing. You can't actually take care of her and do work. So you have to. I can't do it for now, but I guess if it's an ideal situation, would be a work from home scheme where I still have a caretaker at home. Then as and when I could just, you know, pop in and appear and then be around her vicinities, and then still be able to see her grow and interact with her. That would be ideal.
For more support to be given to working parents.
Continue to promote flexi work, but not just for mothers. This can enable fathers or even grandparents to enjoy greater flexibility at work, and hence spend more quality time to help care for the children.
One employer recently complained to me, your Zhenghu keep extending this leave, that leave. Very soon, everyone on leave. I have to leave the business, and my business will tabla. Well, the question is, has any company actually tabla because of pro-family leave policies?
The technology is available. I think it's the mindset of people that need to be changed. People will think that if you're not there in the office means that you're not working. One thing is that there have to be a way to track the productivity of me working from home, because you're not at the premise, and then there's no like supervision in a sense. So you got to be disciplined, and then your superior got to trust you that, oh, you're going to deliver your work. Yes. People will think that you need to be present, physically present in a meeting to show that, oh, you're contributing. But actually you could be on the phone or on a Skype meeting that you could also be contributing. People have to see it to know that hey, it works, you know, so we can also allow it for other people to do so. I guess that's the only thing that helps to change the mindset, because they don't see it. Nobody in the office does that. So they say, oh, no, so nobody have done it before, so it won't work, and then it won't probably be as productive. So it's more of like really showing it that it's going to work, and then it worked for me, it could probably work for everybody.